So the next question is, when you think about growing older, what are your thoughts and feelings about senior housing?
But what now?
In your,
As you're growing older, what do you think about senior housing?
should I go first?
Sure, absolutely.
I came here a year ago, or less than a year ago, actually. And I was in Country Manor before this, and I had a nice apartment there, nice kitchen and all that stuff. But I was getting wore out enough with my health that I wasn't cooking right and eating right. And I also felt very isolated there because I was in my own apartment, and the different people in the different apartments didn't associate to each other very much. And so I didn't get to know people. And so when I came here, I found that this was a good environment for me. I don't have very much energy anymore because of the conditions I have. And so I appreciate the fact that my laundry is done here. I have 3 meals a day with good nutrition, which I didn't have there. And I still have my own space in my apartment. And I can do a little cooking there if I want, but and then I have the therapy, which has been helpful to me and stuff. So this place has really been very good and positive for me. So senior living for me in this place is very good. And I found in Country Manor it wasn't as much.
So finding the right environment helped you tremendously.
Yes, and community, I like the idea of community here. And so that really does add to my experience, because I don't have a wife or kids. Although a lot of people call me father in the parish.
Well, goes with the territory.
Yeah.
I think that when you talked about a community and what I am observing a lot in our area is the assisted living facilities are getting to be huge. And in my mind, when they keep getting bigger, how can you build community when you've got 4 or 5? And I only know these kinds of things. I have a son that is a nurse practitioner, and he facilitates about 12 assisted living areas, and they just, everyone that they keep building within our area just gets bigger and bigger. And in my mind, when I was still working, and I worked in long-term care, I worked at Good Shepherd for 40-some years, and when I started as a 19-year-old nurse, it seemed homier. It seemed community more. It seemed, oh gosh, I can go to work and I can have fun. And as years and as things got more regulated and there were more rules that everybody had to follow, that aspect of housing, I think, was taken away. I understand and I know that there have to be regulations, because if there's not, everybody's gonna go willy-nilly. But in my mind, wouldn't it be better to have 3 or 4 smaller communities like this one, or some that that have perhaps 20, 25 residents versus 4 or 5 floors, and you maybe get to know 3 or 4 people around you, but you don't get to know everybody else. So that concerns me, and I know that regulations are going to be changing significantly in a lot of different areas. grateful for that, because I am thankful that somebody is going to watch over us, those of us that are aging, to make sure things aren't gonna get bad, you know, those kinds of things. But sometimes in doing that, it takes away from allowing the community and allowing to do things like that. So that's why I struggle. We always laugh because my son said, "Oh, don't worry, Mom, I'm going to get a big ship, and I'm going to take the ship, and I will bring all of you and all of the friends, and we will float the rest of our lives, and I'll take care of you." And I'm thinking, that would be ideal. I don't want a big ship, I just want a nice little ship with everybody.
Just a little boat where you know everybody.
And that's it, Arnie. I wanna know everybody like you, and I can hassle you if I want to, and you're not gonna get distraught with me. You might say, you know, that wasn't nice, Sandy, but it would be okay, cause you know, at the end of the night, you're gonna be friends when you go to bed.
Arnie and I don't hassle each other.
You have to live with, I can go off to my own apartment. You know, it's, thank goodness we got facilities like this. I had an aunt and uncle back in the 30s, they would put her in a place like an insane asylum. They'd put them in a padded cell, because they didn't know what the problem was. People were very cruel to someone that had a problem with their mind. In places like this, they're wonderful. Without them, what could we do? Some of the residents here are not very considerate of the other residents. The last physical I took, I had a sugar problem. They said, "You don't have diabetes, but you're getting close." I said, "What should I do? Cut down on my sugar?" They said, "Yes." Yet 3 people down my hallway have candy out on a stand for people to take. And I have to walk past them every day.
Discipline, Army, discipline.
Patience. Discipline.
But hurry up.
Yeah. Hurry up and eat it before nobody sees you.
Now, what question are we on?
Did we get distracted?
Yeah.
All right, so you want to go next? The question is, when you think about growing older, tell me your thoughts and feelings about senior housing.
Okay, this type of housing is wonderful. Like they said, not everybody is considerate of everybody else, but now, like for instance, tonight, Jerry was worried about telling one of his table mates where he was gonna be, because if he didn't show up, she would send somebody after him, which I think is helpful, because, you know, we care about a lot of our people. Well, for instance, if they don't come to the table, you wanna know, are they just under the weather a little bit? Do they need help or what? So I like the fact that people think about each other here.
All right. Anybody who would like to go next? Harold?
The one thing that I wish could happen here is that there could be more. We've gone through a month or two of, I don't know if I want to call it disruption, but it's been tougher times. People were leaving and people didn't like the atmosphere here and that kind of stuff. And now we're coming back to where there's more camaraderie and there's more of what we've just been discussing, family or community kinds of things happening. I wish it would get much better, and it is improving. But that's a concern of mine. I think part of it is that the regulations and the controls that our government or whoever is putting on these places, these people who work here, they need to, even if they love their job, they still need to be able to earn a living wage. And I can't see some of these, I can understand why some of these single moms get disgusted and leave and go to someplace else. And they're fine people. They love us, but they cry when they have to leave. You know, and that's too bad.
Definitely. It's an issue. Barb?
There seems to be some concern every month about things like that. People leaving for various reasons. And we miss them. We get to know them as aides and, you know, they get to be our friends and then they're gone.
All right.
Back up what Harold says a little bit. The old saying goes, you can please everybody some of the time, some of the people all of the time, but you can't please all of the people all of the time. And that's very
Right,
true.
right.
You can give everything just wonderful and somebody's gonna complain. Like our food, some people are complaining before they even find out what they're getting. And I don't really care for that, I don't say anything because I gotta live with them, but. So us as residents here can help a lot to make it go right.
Yeah.
Yes.
By our suggestions, like he's just done right now. And it is getting better. We have a fantastic staff here. Most of them are just real fine. Like down to memory care, they got 2 gals there. One's been there for 7 years. They're super down there. They really take care of those people. They understand their problems, and I never say them say a nasty word or push or shove or anything to them. They come and they lean down and put their hand on their shoulder and talk to them. And it's a hard, tough place to work. Some of those people can't move unless they're lifted up with a hoist and taken over there. They have 3 of them there that have to be fed because they can't feed themselves.
Right.
That's a tough place to work, but those gals are doing a great job.
That's wonderful to hear. Roxanne, what do you think? When you think about growing older, what are your thoughts and feelings about senior housing?
I'll leave everything here. Sandy's, she'll be back, but we need to do something.
For me, I've worked in nonprofit all my life. And so you wonder financially, how will you make it? You wonder financially, how will you pay for your care? And I think my husband has a muscle disease. They don't really know what it is. And so, again, just to be able to have the right type of care for us as we grow older, to be able to have some place that has that sense of community. My husband and I joke that we need a sign that says, "Welcome to the Do Drop In," as in D-O. If you have no money, you need family, you need a place to go, apparently the Yellow Brick Road brings you here. And we have just found that we have at times just had an eclectic assortment of people who have come into our life, and some have stayed, but some have passed on through because for whatever reason we were what they need. And so again, I think probably for us our biggest concern is, you know, financially, what will the future hold, and what choices will our finances provide us?
Right. Dick?
I think my biggest concern is finances.
When it comes to senior housing?
When it
Okay.
comes to senior housing.
Okay.
As you look in the paper and see the ads that they have in there now, and just the other day I was reading where, senior housing, you can expect to shell out a substantial amount, for the bare minimum, you might say. So finances is a big one.
Mhm.
And of course, tied in with that is what the accommodations are and what are we going to need when that time comes, if it comes.
Okay. Doris?
Well, I guess it's nobody's fault but my own, but I would be concerned about myself as I get older, particularly if something happens to him first, because he takes care of all of our finances. And I really, like I say, it's nobody's fault but my own, but I just say, I don't want to do it. And that is a concern. I guess I do have my daughter that I can rely on to some extent, but, and I know I've asked him, like he mentioned finances, I've often asked him, well, if something happens to you, will I be able to afford an apartment? And at this point, he has said, yes, you will, but who knows down the line.
Okay.
Another thing about growing old, you should start with your family. Do things with your kids